Recording. All right. So good night, and welcome to our Monday live LiveGood presentation. It's a good thing that, in fact, I look forward to it. In fact, I sit here almost 2 hours in advance, and just anticipating the start of the meeting, going through my slide and changing up this and that, so that we will give you the best information. But what we're about to present to you is the most exciting, and really, those of us who are in it, we are really excited about it, because we use the product ourselves and we see progress, right? So the aim of this company, from the very onset, is to improve our health. And it also has a compensation plan that is geared towards eradicating poverty in a safe, legal, and legitimate way. Now, most of us, when we are accustomed to the bricks and mortar kind of job, where you walk into a building, there is a receptionist that you interact with, and so forth. You go to the grocery store, the bank, or even a barbershop, and that's how it is. But because today we have the World Wide Web, a lot of business is taking place online. And during the COVID, that was very, very evident when you saw Amazon and shipping. So because persons were locked down, they couldn't move, but they were able, and Jeff Bezos became a billionaire during that period, because persons were using the online platform to do their transaction, their shopping and everything of that, and that has stayed. And today you find this is a really multi-billion-dollar industry, and many companies are doing it. But what about you? Would you want to maybe have an online presence where you can actually do business online? Or you would say, well, I'm not skilled in this. I do not have the pedigree to do it. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the finance. But here is it. LiveGood, our company, is giving you that opportunity to have an online presence, to be able, just like Amazon and Walmart and eBay, to be able to make transaction online, to be able to provide the best supplements you'll find on the market, all on your website. Persons are shopping from you. You are not doing any of the background work, the logistical work, the finance and so forth. LiveGood is doing that all for you, but you are the one promoting it because in your name, and you are the one also making the profit out of it. That is what LiveGood is about. Now, I want you to if you have ever heard of a multi-marketing company, a network marketing company, you have probably been part of it before. I want you to start erasing everything that you know about it. And because LiveGood is a paradigm shifter. The build-up of LiveGood, the way it is set up, actually, we have disrupted what network marketing is all about. See, network marketing unfortunately, they have very, very good products, but the products are usually overpriced. All right, very good, but overpriced, and persons usually are excited at the beginning, but within 2.5 months, they drop out because they cannot maintain buying the products at such cost. Well, in LiveGood, you will get the prices at rock bottom price. All right. Traditional network marketing company, there is an auto ship requirement. They send you products that you're supposed to sell on behalf of the company. And if you do not sell all for this month, then they send you the next month. And so you're piling up products that you cannot sell. And you'll be harassing persons all over to see if they would buy, but they don't have the money themselves. And so they start, but they can't continue. And you have a lot of product every month it's coming over, and you just can't sell. LiveGood is none of that. Monthly products, product sale, there is no monthly product sale required in LiveGood. As you rank up, it's not based upon your volume, how much sales that you make, or how and so forth. It is not based upon that. The other thing with network marketing company is that every month you start back from scratch. So whatever you have mounted for the month, you would get your compensation for it if you reach the ceiling. But the next month you start from zero again, and then you have to sell again. You have to sell and make more sales again. Well, with LiveGood, you do not start back. Wherever you left this month is the way that you continue next month. So you just grow continually It is the great disruptor. It has made a paradigm shift in network marketing, and because of that, persons are flocking to LiveGood. Now, LiveGood is a company that is established in the United States. It is based in Florida, just over our heads. And it is good because the product gets to us in record time, really. For me, 5 to 7 days, and I have my products, right? At minimal cost. So it is very good that it is based so close to us in the Caribbean. Now, LiveGood is committed to helping people. And they do that by bringing to us the most advanced nutritional supplement on the market. All right? It is made with the purest, highest quality. It is result-oriented. And the price, it does not have the high tag price of other companies, as we said, very, very low price, and you will see that. So here is the mission of LiveGood. The mission of LiveGood says what it's all about: to help people get healthy and stay healthy without having to spend a fortune to do it. Now, you know, health is expensive. It's probably one of the most expensive aspects of life today, right? The consultants, they go to study and they pay a lot to get their study, their studies, their qualification, and they charge you a lot to see them, right? So even sometimes when you can get healthy, you can't maintain it because the cost is just so much, and so you start making shortcuts. Well, LiveGood is bringing to you natural products, the one that the good Lord established from the very beginning. And he says, let your food be your medicine and your medicine your food. So we are bringing to you these natural products that is your doctor, basically, that is bringing all of the goodness to you, and you don't have to necessarily visit the doctor. And if you already have a chronic disease, these are helping reverse your condition and bring you back to normality. That is what LiveGood is all about. And the good thing is that you do not have to burst the bank to maintain your health, right? That is great. Now, with every company, you need to have the good managing team. Who are the people that have founded this company? The founder, the co-founder and CEO is a man called Ben Glinsky. He has been in the industry, network marketing industry, for 20 years. He has owned successful businesses. He has managed successful businesses. He knows the ins and outs of the industry. All right. He have teamed up with one of his best friends, Noda Kazan, who has been in the industry even longer than him. Since 1998, he's into network marketing. He knows everything about it. He himself have managed business. He has his own business. They have made millions of dollars in this industry, right? But they have gone back onto the drawing board and refocused and come back with a new concept with regards to network marketing, a concept that pretty much answers what the others do not do, right? In that, not just a few persons, not just the 1% of the people that are in network marketing are actually making any kind of profit out of it. In our industry, as it stands even right now, 30% of everybody who have joined has broken even, right? Unlike 5% of the traditional network marketing company. And I'll show you why and how it actually has taken place. We also have teamed up with the couple, of Ryan and Lisa Goodkin. They are the health gurus, right? Ryan he has a family, a doctorate in pharmacy, but he's the one who's responsible for formulating all of the medications. I say medication because pretty much it is, but it's the supplements that I will be telling you about. He's the one who puts all of this. He's using his scientific background to do it, and to know what ingredients needs to be inside there, which one is compatible to each other, which one is contraindicated that he will not put in there because it will cause adverse reaction. So he's using his knowledge, his science background to put this thing together so that it benefits you and me without any side effect. Lisa Goodkin she has always been involved in health education, in training, in sports oriented activity. So she knows all about these things. She has been doing lectures all around the nation. So in terms of teaching you about how the products actually work, telling you which combination, how you should use it, she is the one that actually does that. She's the leader in that. And when you write to her, she actually responds within the 24 hours, really, and you get your answer to what you are asking. Just recently, I asked her the question with regards that we had received in our questionnaire. And she gave me the response, right? With regard to someone who was asking about the thyroid problems, and she did send a response to me. All right, so LiveGood is a direct sales company, like most network marketing company. But unlike the rest, LiveGood is seeing an explosion in interest and growth. Whereas the traditional network marketing company, the Herbalife, the Usana, the New Skin, you know, they are going down. They're seeing that their sales are going down, their membership are going down, even as we speak. Some of them up to 20% have plummeted. Why? Because number one, the high cost of their product. Coming from COVID and the lockdown and job loss, persons just could not continue to afford these high prices, right? And so LiveGood, looking at this thing, and looking at the other companies that are doing very well, the Costco, the Walmart, the Amazon I mentioned earlier on, they are seeing growth in their industry, in their company, whereas the traditional network marketing is seeing a decline. Why is that so? As Norbert Kazan and Ben Glensky studied this thing, they recognize that there is something very common about those companies that are doing well. They all have a membership concept where they invite persons to become members of the company, pretty much becoming shareholders of the company, right? And you are given a special discount on your product. You are given coupons that that would help you in your purchase of your product, and all the benefits that persons have. Maybe direct delivery, a free delivery to your home. And these things persons are gravitating towards because they are saving on the dollar. They're saving money, they're getting more products, and they're paying less for it. So LiveGood have adopted that system in a network marketing manner. So with LiveGood, the members see sometimes up to 75% saving compared to other products from other network marketing company. That is 75. That is, if a company, the traditional network marketing company sells a product for $100, we are able to sell it sometimes as low as $25 to our members. You are saving $75 on that single product. You know what will happen? As persons begin to hear about this thing, they're like, the same quality product, even sometimes better, and we are getting it for 1/4 of the price. Well, you know where persons are moving. They're moving from their traditional network marketing and they're joining LiveGood. And so the traditional network marketing is seeing a decline in their membership, a decline in sales, and LiveGood is absorbing all of that, and they're growing. To date, they are the fastest growing network marketing in 2023. It was just launched on the 13th of December of last year, just over 8 months, and we have over 600,000 members already. Over 600. We are going towards the 700,000. Every day, almost between 2,000 to 2,300 persons are joining LiveGood. Some persons, as soon as they hear it for the first time, sometimes all they see is just the promo video. They sign up, they reserve their position, and they log in, because people know a good deal when they see it. And as long as they do their little research and they realize that this is not a scam, this is a legitimate company, and that you have real products, persons are just flocking to it, because not only are you getting your products, but you also have a means of gaining money. So unlike the other companies, they may give you some discounts, but LiveGood is going beyond that, and it's returning some of the money that's receiving back to its members. And that is causing a massive change in the way persons see things, and that is the reason that LiveGood is growing so much. So the product itself sells itself. I joined the company because of the products. Other persons may join because of the compensation, but my motivation was the product, because I saw the science behind it. I understood it. It resonated with me, as I saw how the products were some of the same thing that I studied at school as a pharmacist, right? Some of the minerals and the vitamins we didn't just do drugs and stuff for diabetes and so forth. We did the vitamins and so forth. We saw the molecular structure and those things. I saw that in the products here, and on what they say that it was good for, I could certify it. I could affirm it, because this is the same thing that I have read and studied myself. So when I saw the company and I saw the product, I said, whoa, I'm excited, right? And I came in I came in within the week. I reserved my position, and before the week was over, I was in. I was sold out. I was doing. What we are going to present to you is some of the products that we have in LiveGood. And you yourself will see what the products are, how they are working, and how it can benefit you. And afterwards, we will tell you how the compensation plan itself can put an icing on the cake, where not only are you having your product and doing well in your health-wise, but money-wise, we are also helping you there as well. So Bioactive Complete Multivitamins for men and women, 24 vitamins and minerals in these caplets, and they are good for your immune health. They are good for your cardiovascular health. They are good as you age, in allowing you to age gracefully, as we see. You know, you are spared from having to run to the doctor all the time, because you're getting the nutrients that your food was supposed to provide. But because of maybe the lack of nutrients in the soil, maybe the method that the quick method, the endless fertilizer that sometimes the farmers are using, because the demand is high and they have to produce this thing much faster. The products, the stuff that we used to get before from the ground, the food, is not as nutritious as it used to be, and we are missing out sometimes in the amount of minerals and vitamins that we need for daily consumption, right? To promote our body's normal daily activity. And so getting a multivitamins, both one designed for men and one designed for women, getting this vitamin is essential in helping our normal organs to function properly and not to fail. All right. So this is a good. Now, when you look at our price is just $9.95 for the member. And another good phytomulti, and a comparison to another product on the market that is very good as well, but look at the difference in the price, right? And I myself actually I went to Amway. I know Amway have been around for a long time, and they have the Nutrilite line of multivitamins. And I looked at their Double X multivitamin. It contains 22 vitamins and minerals. Ours contain 24, right? Their 10-day pack, just for 10 days, is $23 US. Our month pack, 30-day pack, is for $9.95. So multiply 23 by 3, you get how many? $49? No, not 49, it's $69 actually. So $69 compared to $9.95. And I will still have more vitamins and minerals than theirs, right? Now, am I saying their product is not good? No, I'm saying their products are very good, but the price tag is pretty high. Compared to ours that have the very same product inside, similar concentration, and even sometimes better, and our price is a fraction of the cost. When you look at Medical has a multivitamin for $30. Ours is just $9.95, 3 times more, right? So we are giving you the very best product at a very base minimum price, just over a profit margin. And Ben Glinsky says that very on the first day when he had his meeting, he says that he has been in the industry, he have owned companies, and he knows the cost of producing these supplements is sometimes between $8 and $12. And yet, because the company has to put a markup on it to pay back its members, they are selling this thing for $70 and $80. It's not worth it. The product is good, but it's not worth the cost. And he's saying, we are doing something different. We are giving persons the cost at the bare minimal, right? Just above the manufacturing cost. And we are, and by sheer volume of sale, we will make profit as well. And that's what they're doing. And they're growing by leaps and bounds. Persons are joining. We don't have an obligation to buy products, but yet products are running out from the shelf every single week, because persons are seeing the goodness of the product and they are able to afford it. What about vitamin D? What do you know about vitamin D? Well, vitamin D is the most important vitamin our body needs as it relates to our immune health. When you talk about immunity from disease and germs and so forth, vitamin D is the most important vitamin. And yet, vitamin D is the most deficient vitamin on the planet. For one, you don't get much from your food, from the food store, because God designed that vitamin D should be produced by the skin, right? By our skin. So what we can't get from the food, we would be able to get most of it from our skin. But the fact is, most of us are not spending much time in the sun. We pretty much spend time indoors. 86% of our time is spent indoors every day, whether it's in our residence, whether it's in a restaurant, in an office space, even in our vehicle. And sometimes our windows are way high and we drive in with air condition and the sun is all around us, but none is coming towards our skin. And so we are not producing the vitamin D that we're supposed to, because we are not allowing the direct exposure of the skin to the sun, right? And even when sometimes the kids are out there, the parents call them, come inside the sun, come from the sun, you know, and this is defeating the real purpose of getting vitamin D that is good for immunity, right? And so when you are not getting the vitamin D, everything that comes around, a respiratory problem and so forth, it will affect you because your immunity is very, very low. So how do you, if you are not able to get as much sunlight, maybe in the area that you live on the earth, there's not that much, well, you need supplements, right? And even us who are not getting enough because we're not spending all that time outdoor, we can do with some supplements. Vitamin D3 is the way that the body needs it. The active part of vitamin D is vitamin D3. All right. And so we, in this supplement, we have vitamin D3, and we also have vitamin K. Right, vitamin K2. Both of them work to helping the body maintain and regulate the calcium absorption and the amount of calcium in our body. All right. Vitamin D increases the calcium mobilization in the bones. It also increases the calcium absorption from the intestine. As a matter of fact, without vitamin D, you cannot absorb calcium that you eat from your food. So you might be taking all of the calcium, your milk and everything else that you're drinking, but it's not being absorbed because you don't have enough vitamin D, right? The parathyroid gland, the secretion is also decreased and regulated by vitamin D. And there are many other functions. Vitamin D helps, as I said, from the absorption of calcium. It is also very good for postmenopausal women because they are very high risk for osteoporosis. All right, so this person needs to be taking more vitamin D and of course more calcium. It protects against infection. We said that. Vitamin D also helps treat serious bone condition called osteomalacia, the softening of the bones. Again, it has to do with calcium density in the bones. So vitamin D is important. Vitamin K also helps because as the body takes the vitamins from the intestine and takes it into the organs, right, through the blood, some calcium drops out. Think of a truck, a garbage truck, you know, traveling along the road and some of the garbage is falling off. Well, if it stays on the road, it's going to stink and whatever else. So here is a scavenger truck passing along and just collecting all that has fallen and getting it out of on the road. Well, it's the same thing with vitamin K. It actually prevents the plaque buildup in our veins and in our arteries. Those that fall off as it's being transported into the organs, as it falls off, vitamin K basically pass and sweep this thing out, right? And so it prevents what is called atherosclerosis, the hardening of the artery. Because here's what the body does: when there is calcium in the bloodstream and it's not being deposited into the organs, into the bones, it needs to find a way to get the calcium out because calcium is not supposed to be in the blood. So what it does, it takes this calcium and it pushes it into the interstitial holes in the artery, the space between all the cells. Like a tissue, they have so many cells. All the spaces between there, it takes calcium and it pushes it into these crevices, basically. Now, what happens with that? Calcium hardens, and calcium gets the artery thick and unpliable. So instead of the artery being able to expand and to relax and expand, it gets hard, and so it cannot do that. And that is one of the leading causes of hypertension, you know, and heart failure and so forth, because the artery is not moving along with the pumping of the blood. It's not moving along, so pressure is being built up inside of it. So you see the benefit of the vitamin D and vitamin K combined, right? We also have magnesium. Now, what you probably never heard is that magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions every single day. most of the activity of your nerves, your muscle, magnesium is needed for all of these to take place. The contraction of your muscle, right, is you need magnesium. All right. So when you do not have enough magnesium, a lot of these things are affected. Your heart, you get heart problems. You have difficulty focusing, right? Even your brain. Do you know that your brain burns a lot of energy to process, to think, and all of these things? It is not just something, it burns a lot. And that's why it is in a fluid capsule that cools down the brain, because it's like, think of a refrigerator, or maybe a giant computer, and it's working, it's producing heat because it's working, and then but it needs to be insulated. It needs to be cooled down, like your vehicle need that radiator to cool the engine. Exactly like that, your brain is working, and it produces a lot of heat. And so it is in that capsule, that cerebrospinal fluid, that actually supports it, but also it cools it down, right? So magnesium is needed in all of these, the nerve firing and so forth, and getting information to your muscles and to your eye and everything, winking and everything of that. So magnesium is involved in all of that. It is also involved in sleeping, helping you have a good sleep, helping you manage stress, right? It helps prevent the loss of bone density, exercise, your performance, and so forth. Magnesium is needed. And so when you put all of these things together, magnesium is very, very essential. Now, one of the things that magnesium does, somebody asked me today, what do you have for somebody, an older person who's not sleeping well? And then instantly I said, ultra magnesium complex. He did not know what I was talking about. I said, you need to listen to this lecture tonight. Instead of coming to me to ask me about Valium and and Xanax and so forth, come and get natural products that will put you to sleep. Ultra magnesium complex. My sister-in-law, she works together with me, and she said to me, I stopped taking this thing, making me sleep so much. Just the one tablet, and it actually helps you sleep peacefully. Magnesium, you need to have it. If you have problems sleeping, going to sleep and staying and having a good night rest, you need to be getting your magnesium. All right. So that's, if there's any other reason why you should be on this platform, magnesium should be it. What is the cost? $9.95. Just $9.95 for the member. Any other thing compared out there, very good ones, the Opti Magnesium 125 milligrams, $28, right? A Magplex Ultra, $28. Ours, $8. Remove the 20, and you could get it for $8.95 with us. Now there is a product that we have called Super Red. Super Red is the flagship of the company so far. It is the one that is being that they get more sales from, and I'll tell you why. Because ladies usually are smart enough to know that they need to get their supplement and the vitamin. Ladies do not die as fast as men because they check up with the doctor. Something about them, they have a little more proper wiring than us, right? Normally, when we get to the doctor, it's when it's too late. Men, all right. So the ladies are buying everything good. That's a prop for ladies, and I'm happy to have them here as well. But here is what they have told their husband about Super Red, because they've heard the lecture, and their husbands are buying it, are buying it or asking them to buy it for them as well. And here's why. I will explain to you just now. So Super Red is that compound that we have that has all of the red vegetables and fruits and vegetables. Now, when you think about red, rich diet red, you're thinking of heart, your heart condition. That is the bioflavonoids and so forth. That's where it is, right? And so you know that it's going to help you there. It also helps with your to increase your immune system, right? It also gives you more energy, right? And brain fog, hypertension, all of these things, it helps correct and reverse. How does it do that? Here is it. In your body, there is a compound called nitric oxide. It is called your body's vasodilator. What is a vasodilator? A compound in your body that allows that causes your blood vessels to open up. It dilates, right? And as it opens up, more blood is able to flow in. Think of you having a very small hose, and you tighten it up, and the water is trying to push itself way out, but it's not much is coming out. But then you release your grip, and then a lot more water is flowing in because you have opened up the hole so that more water can go through. The blood vessels, the red blood cells, if the hole is narrow, it gets tangled up with one another and it can form a clot. But if it's free and there's so much space, they can swim very easily with no hindrance, no resistance, right? Your blood pressure goes down because of that. And you get your nutrients to your bloodstream, to your brain, to your organs. You get both oxygen and nutrients from your food. Everything is working well. Now, your body, as you age, produces less nitric oxide. As a matter of fact, during in your early years, your 20s, you're producing the maximum. By the time you get to age 50, your body is producing half of what it was producing when you were a 20-year-old. That's why you don't have the endurance as you used to have when you were in the 20s. That's why you cannot work as well. That's why even when you see you may be eating more, but not putting on weight, you hardly have high blood pressure and everything of that sort because of the vasodilation. The body is producing nitric oxide. All right? But as you age, it reduces. It reduces by a lot. And because of that, a lot of problems. You begin to have problems with your blood flow. You begin to have problems with your energy, your recovery, stress. Even your sexual health begins to take a battering. Now, how does it actually work? I just want you to stay with me a little. I like to show persons how things work. When you understand it, you say, now I understand. Now I know why this thing. And that's why I said when I saw the product, I was excited about it because I saw what it was able to do. Well, way back when I was at school, we were taught that diagram looks complicated to you. But you see, there is a compound that we get from the super red and from your green vegetable and your red vegetables as well. It's a protein called arginine. Here is it here, arginine, right? Well, your body, when it receives that compound, it's able to produce nitric oxide from it by an enzyme called endothelial nitric oxide synthase, right up here. And it produces nitric oxide. Now, we said nitric oxide is a vasodilator of the blood. Nitric oxide now, it increases the activity of another enzyme called guanylyl cyclase. Now, you don't have to learn all of these names, but I'm just showing you the science behind it. So it activates guanylyl cyclase, who now converts something called GTP, all right, guanosine triphosphate, into cyclic GMP. That cyclic GMP is called cyclic guanylyl monophosphate. That compound is that's important in causing a relaxation in the body, relaxation of the vessel, right? And it does that by dephosphorizing a compound in your body called myosin light chain. Don't understand that you don't have to go to school for that, but I'm just showing you the science behind it to tell you that this thing actually works because there's a science behind it, right? When myosin light chain is acted upon by a compound called actin, it causes contraction. Well, cyclic GMP prevents that, or if it has happened, it reverses that contraction, and then it causes relaxation. Now, why am I telling you all of that? Every one of you probably have heard of a drug called Viagra. You have heard of a drug called Cialis. These are compounds called the name of it is phosphodiesterase inhibitor, right? Cialis or Viagra increases the concentration of cyclic GMP, which is responsible for relaxation of all the blood vessels. So when the body produces it, after a while, the body naturally removes the C from there and it goes back to GMP. When it gets to GMP, it does not have the effect anymore. So this is a phosphodiesterase inhibitor that prevents that enzyme from converting cyclic GMP to GMP. So in other words, it increases or allows for the increasing of the volume or the concentration of cyclic GMP. As you have more cyclic GMP, you'll have more relaxation. Well, that's exactly what our compound is doing. The super red increases the amount of cyclic GMP through that same process that we said there. And because of that, it increases circulation, vasodilation and circulation. Well, you know, for men, there is an organ that we have that needs a lot of blood when it's time to act. and it has to do with the amount of blood that you have and how much blood flow gets into that organ. Well, if you have good circulation in your body, we have no impediment, no resistance. What do you think gonna happen? Well, that organ will rise up to the occasion and stay functioning for a long time. It actually works, right? Why do I know that? Well, I'm using Super Red as well. It's called, and the men are calling it the natural Viagra. If men you haven't tried, get your wife to get it for you if you don't have the money, and you'll tell me next time how it works. It actually works. That is the science behind it, and it works. So it is being sold so much because not only the ladies are using it for their heart, but the men are using it for their heart and for other reasons, right? And that's in place because the ladies are happy when we are happy, and we are happy when the ladies are happy. All right. That said, let's move on. Super Red is just $18 for us. The other red juice, Organifi has a really good juice, but what is the cost? $70. Our Super Red, all of what we have just mentioned, is $18. Super Beets is for $40. Ours is still $18. We are doing much better than them. We are selling 5 when they are selling 1, and our product, and we are doing better. Now, as along with Super Red, there is a Super Green. When you think of having good resistance to disease, immune, when you think of having good bowel movement and so forth, you want to be eating the greens. So organic, fresh cut, clean fruits and vegetables keep our blood pressure normal, keep our gut functioning well, keep our brain getting all the nutrients that it needs to carry out its important function. You need this as well. Very good immune protection, energy and recovery, stress support, digestive health from the greens, all right? And when you look at what the greens we have alfalfa, wheatgrass, barley, oatgrass. When you think of all of these things, you know you're thinking of roughage. You're thinking of having good bowel movement, right? Aloe vera. We have things like dandelion. Plus, we have the red, the blackberry, the organic raspberry, the strawberry. Even dietary-free yogurt culture is there. You know you need that for your lactobacillus, and these are the good bacteria that you need in your system to ward off the bad one and keep your gut working well. Vitamin B12 is produced by these same bacteria because we cannot produce it, but the bacteria use the food and so forth in our gut to produce vitamin B12 that we all need, right? So we have what is called a symbiotic relationship with some good bacteria, and this is how this enable it to grow well and to be fed. All right, the beetroot is here, the coconut water powder is there, and so you have a really complete meal with Super Red and Super Green. You're doing very well. And if you have any problem with soya, we're soya free. If you have nut problem, if you have it has no caffeine, and so forth. So you see they're gluten free and all, and total vegan. So if USDA organic, it is a very good product. And you know that you're having a very good meal. I use it as my breakfast, and I use it for my tea in the morning. I love it. It's just really good. Now, here is a new product that for us is new. My wife loves it with a passion. She even asked me, have you made the order for this month? Complete plant-based protein, especially persons who are vegans, especially person who probably want to just maybe reduce on the meat consumption because you know that you have all of the cholesterol and everything else that is associated with it, and you want to have a good substitute for your protein, where you get some from the peas and the beans and so forth, but you want to have one that is more complete. Here is that product you need to have: complete plant-based protein. All right. It helps rebuild. It has all of the protein that your body needs. Plus, it has 26 vitamins and minerals have been added to it. So you know when you have this, you are having a really complete meal. All right. It has all the essential amino acid. It helps build and maintain lean muscle, and also rebuild and restore muscles and joints. Right. What is the cost? $22 for members, and the retail is $34. And when you compare that to the others on the market, you see the price. Chobani has a plant-based protein, but theirs is $60. Ours is $22. Right? Total vegan, same thing. There's 62 something, and ours is just 22. And there's no better than ours in terms of ingredients and the compound that it's made of, but yet our price is 1/3 of theirs. So it is a good place to get your product on LiveGood. What about essential amino acid? I use this, and I'm using it in my smoothie as well. This is essential amino acid. This is instant. Your body has to break down the protein into amino acid in order for you to use it, right? For you to use it. And so this one is already in the simplest form of the protein, and so it works almost instantly. It helps support muscle strength and function. It helps boost stamina and recovery, and it also promotes energy and focus, especially on an afternoon when you are a little groggy and so forth after a long day's work, driving home and you're feeling fatigue and so forth. That's a good product to have. You don't go for the caffeine, but you go for your amino acid, and it actually works. This is a product that everybody wants, and it tends to always go out. In fact, Marva, just before we started, had a quick look to see if it was back. Unfortunately, it's there. LiveGood Factor 4 is back, and it is the first and only inflammatory management supplement that has been formulated. It has 4 of the most powerful anti-inflammatory ingredients in the world, right? Omega-3, turmeric, CoQ10, and garlic. It is placed in a combination well formulated by one of the leading the world's top immunologists called Dr. Heather Volks, and she has put that combination together. It fights inflammation. It supports joints and organs. It promotes immune and also helps with healthy circulation. Do you know that chronic inflammatory disease is the #1 cause of sickness and death in the world? Over 50% of all deaths is attributed to inflammation. From heart disease, from stroke, from cancer, diabetes, arthritis, kidney, liver disease. This is inflammation in your body. If you have something that can reverse or control inflammation, you are actually reversing and controlling and recovering from these diseases. So factor 4 is something you want to have. How much is factor 4? $18.50, $30 for the non-member. But look at something else. Omega Plus. Omega has Omega Plus. We have Omega plus CoQ10 plus garlic and turmeric. Theirs is 56, ours is 18. CoQ Max with Omega, that one has 2 of our compounds. We have 4. Theirs is almost $60, ours is under $20. So 1/3 of the price, right? So ours is doing much better in terms of the quantity, the quality, the content, as well as the price. All right, and you want to have this thing for inflammation. There is a coffee. For the coffee lovers, there is a coffee. I was told it doesn't have much coffee, but it has a lot of other good stuff like functional mushrooms. I also have Peruvian ginseng that helps with your learning and your memory and so forth, and also has compounds that help burn fat. So it is a weight loss coffee, basically. All right. And persons who are using it tell you that you actually see your weight, you're losing the weight, right? But you stay in focus, mental clarity, and all of these things because it's impregnated with all of these things. So it is one that you want to look at if you're a coffee drinker. Now, there is another compound called CBD, and you probably have heard about CBD. CBD is good to relieve pain and inflammation. It is good for arthritis and fibromyalgia. It is good for depression, post-traumatic stress disease, anxiety. It is today, a nurse friend of mine told me that he said, I just bought CBD. I just bought CBD for cancer, for a patient that have cancer. And I said, you didn't buy it from LiveGood? He said, I need to reactivate. He said, I need to reactivate my membership. No, I didn't know. I said, no, man, tonight, make sure you're on the call because you're getting it here for $18, whereas wherever you bought it, it's a lot more than that, right? So CBD is good here, 750 milligrams, and it is good for so many things, right? And they're discovering a lot more. Then we have also a double strength, 1500 milligrams, and it's only for $26. And there's also a CBD for the pets, right? if you want your pet looking good and staying healthy and so forth, there is one at the 300 milligrams CBD oil for your pet, just for $14. And you notice I said the $14 because that's a member's price, all right? As a LiveGood member, you get it for that discounted price. Now, when you compare with what there is on the market, Green Rose has their CBD oil, 550 milligrams. Ours is 750, so we have 200 milligrams more. But theirs is a whopping $90, while ours, which has 200 milligrams more CBD, is only $18. Right? Young Living has a 500 milligram CBD for $80. And ours, which is 250 milligrams more, is only $18. Right? I must, however, let you know that not every country allows CBD to be imported, because CBD is a compound, is a cannabinoid taken from the cannabis plant. What you've heard of medicinal marijuana. That is the medicinal part of the marijuana, right? And some persons, because they had abandoned marijuana, they have banned everything as it relates to marijuana. Other places like the United States, even Jamaica has is allowing it to come, but some of the other Eastern Caribbean islands, even Canada, are still not allowing it to come. But they're working on this legislation because they recognize when they were fighting the rascals and so forth, they just lumped everything into one thing. They could care less if it was good or bad or ugly, and they just said everything is bad. But they're recognizing that the herb tree actually has absolutely wonderful qualities. And if they can extract what is good out of it and leave out what is bad, then there should be no problem. Instant Youth is a skin formulation that allows you to look young, and the ladies are using it. But I said the ladies the last time, somebody tell me, no, not just the ladies, the men are using it as well, because it helps remove wrinkles and the bags under your eye in as little as 2 minutes, 90 seconds. Actually, I purchased it and I wanted to see, and you actually feel the tightening of the skin. It's like it pulls the skin together, but all is made from natural products, right? It actually works. And it's only sold for $15. There is a Jeunesse Instant Ageless. There are other products that have similar thing, but the price is just totally different from ours, right? And that is the reason I said from the very onset that LiveGood is that product, is that company that produces absolutely wonderful products for very, very, very baseline prices, all right? There is the Ages. I actually like that product because, again, the science makes sense. It has collagen inside of it, 75% collagen, and the body, your skin is made of that amount of collagen. So if you have a product that is actually causing your body to produce collagen, and actually with the natural product that it's made of, 12 of the world's richest fruits and vegetables, it actually causes skin rejuvenating and cause you to look young again, basically. So it slows down the aging process and make you look young. The wrinkles and so forth, it removes that over time as you continue to apply. It is just for $14, $19, $15 in our company. The others, same product, but they're $60 and $80 and so forth, right? So we have a new product that just came out just late last month. It is collagen peptide. It's the most expensive of our products, just for $27.95. But collagen is the most abundant protein in the entire body. It is the glue that basically holds our cells together, giving our body strength and structure, collagen, right? Without it, our skin begins to sag, our muscles and bones lose their strength and their structure, our joints lose its mobility, the ligaments and tendons begin to suffer. So you're feeling that pain in that knee and that joint and so in your joints and so forth. And maybe that your collagen is being the amount that your body used to have is no longer being able to produce it. And maybe the food that you're eating are not helping its production. And so you begin to waste away. Your tendons begin to get narrow and soft and stretchy. And then it's not being able to hold up the knee. And so you begin to feel the pain and the discomfort and the dislocation and all of these things because of lack of collagen. But if you have a compound that can help your body generate collagen again, you know what's going to happen. It's going to repair the damage. right? So your knee and your thing, you get stronger, your muscle, your tendons, and all of these things will get stronger. So here it, collagen peptide. This one is not a vegan. This one is made from bovine, that is from the cow. But for persons who can use, who are not vegan, they can use this one with no problem at all. All right. The CBD pain relief cream, that's a good cream. Again, if you have the problem with importing the CBD, then that might be a little problem. But otherwise, if you don't have a problem, then you can be enjoying your pain relief cream with the CBD and the peppermint and the wintergreen and all of the menthol and camphor and all of the things that are good for inflammation and as an analgesic. I hope to be able to get one of these things to myself at the soonest, because I really want to sample it and see how it actually works. All right, so it tells you right here on it, no THC in this product, no psychoactive effect, because there is no THC. THC is the part of the marijuana that causes the high and the addiction. That one is not that. It only has another type of cannabinoid called CBD and CBG, right? And these have nothing to do with THC. It's just a completely different compound. And so you don't expect, if you rub this on, to get a high. It will not happen. All right. And so there are others on the market, but the price again is not, it can't be compared. There is a new product that just came out, the patches. There are two of them, the energy patch and the sleep patch. These actually work for 8 hours, right? That one is for the day, if you want more energy and focus and so forth. And if you want to have a good night's rest, these are all made from natural ingredients. It says they're natural ingredients, right? And nothing is plant-based stuff. And it actually causes you to, it releases it into your bloodstream, as you put it on your wrist, and over an 8-hour period, and allow you to sleep well. So this is another product that you can get for your grandmother instead of having to go and get the Valium and Ativan and so forth, and the tranquilizers. All right. So if you want everything we have spoken about, you want one of everything. You just want you want to make a big sales for the month for yourself to try everything, where you can get it for $319. And that is a very good price, because everything I mentioned, when you add it all up, it's a lot more than that. If you buy it as a retailer, you're not a member of the company, but you just want all the product, you're going to pay more for it. So it makes sense to be a member of this. If you want it without the CBD, as they have noticed that there are places that they can't import the CBD, then you can get everything except the CBD products for $229, which is very, very good price. All right. But you don't have to buy everything. You could buy what you need. And you don't even have to buy every time. You buy when you need it. All right. So how do you become a member of LiveGood? With all of what we have just mentioned, all of the good product, you want to be a member to get these discounted prices. So how do you become a member? Well, a membership affiliation registration is $40 one time. You never have to pay that again. And even if sometimes that you probably miss out on your monthly, that does not go away. You're a member for life as long as you pay these $40 that you registered into the company. So what do you do to maintain your membership on a monthly basis? You pay $9.95, $10, $9.95, and every month, and that's your only obligation to being an active member of LiveGood. You don't have to buy products when you don't need it. There's no auto ship coming and saying you need to sell all of these for us. No, you sell or you buy when you need it, how much you need, what you need, a loan that you buy. You don't have to buy. If you don't want to buy for the month, you don't have to buy. No, there's no obligation to buy it. There's no obligation to sell products for the company either. You do it if you can. If you have persons who are willing to, who want some of your products and so forth, you can. But if not, you don't have to go around knocking on doors and asking persons to buy, because the company does not require that in order to stay alive. All it has is a membership of $9.95. Costco has a membership of $9.90 or $60 a month. Amazon Prime have a $15 membership, so you could get the discount, your 5% discount on your product. So this is, and you maintain it every month. So this is what the membership is all about. As long as you're a member, you are entitled to all of the goodies that comes with this. Also, beyond that, beyond the discount on the product, you are putting yourself in a place where to get a compensation, money back from the company. All right. Now, so there are two options. You could pay on a monthly basis, where you pay your $40 and pay $9.95 every month, or you could just pay for the entire year, right? You love what you see. You say, I will need this thing instead of paying, because when you pay every month, you'll be paying $120 plus 40, that's $160. But if you pay for the year, you only pay $140, you get a $20 discount, right? So it's more profitable to do the year. But again, if what you have is a monthly, you want to do a trial basis, not a problem. And you can activate anytime to get the yearly package. That's another option that you have. All right, now with your membership, you are given firstly you are given free websites, right? It's the first one is called a corporate website, and that is your back office. That is where you see it says, welcome, Glenn Charles, you're in control, you're basically, that is your business that is given in your name. LiveGood puts the business in your name. So when you sign up on that, you will see, welcome to Glenn Charles's website. And I have all of the product on my website. I have all of the products here. I could read up everything I want about it. I could see everything I want. I could see my back office, my order, my receipts, the people that I have referred into the company and everything of that. So everything is outlined here. That is my website. That's the company's website in my name. All right. So that is very good. You can buy your products from here and get the discounts naturally. The other website that you're given is what's called the Power landing page. The Powerline landing page has an ad, and some of you would have seen that ad even before you came to the meeting tonight. You press on that, and it's the 5.5 minute overview of what the company is all about. It's a video presentation, right? And at the end of it, say that reserve your position. The reserving of your position allows you to put your name and your email, and then you press that reserve my position now. What it does, it holds on to your position that you came into the company, the day that you registered basically, but it reserved that position until the first day of this month, of the week, which is Thursday is the cutoff point for every week. And everybody who was reserved and they activated their position, they get placed into the matrix. All right, we'll explain the matrix just now. So if I reserve my position now, and you reserve your position 5 minutes later, well, I get to be placed in the matrix before you because I came in, I registered with the company before you. The reservation is done until Thursday. As you activate it, if you did not activate for the week, then it will have to be deferred to the next week until you activate. But if you maintain during the week that you reserved, you maintain it, and then you activated your position, you will get the position that you came in. All right, and that's very good. So don't hesitate to put your name in here because it helps you in positioning you in the company. I'll show you what that means and why is it important. Then there is the retail site. The retail site is a link that you're given that persons who want to buy your product, they all want to be part of the company, but they want the product, where you don't have to do the importing for them. You just give them that link. Yours will be written in your name with your username. And as the person hits that, all of the products I have just mentioned and what I did not mention, they will see all of it. They will see the cost of it. And if they want to purchase it, they just put it into their cart and they do their purchase. You can be sleeping while somebody is buying off your company. Not a problem. All right. Now, with all of that, we have seen how LiveGood can help you improve your health. But how does LiveGood help eradicate poverty? Well, LiveGood have a compensation plan. And in their compensation plan, there are 7 different ways that you can earn. We will go through some of them quickly. All right. Firstly, there is the weekly quick start bonus. What is that? So every time you come into the company, you remember, you pay $50 to come in. If you use the year idea, you pay a little less, but generally it's $50. $40 as to start, everybody pays that, and $10 for your first month. That's $50. All right. If you want to renew the next month, you only have to pay the $10. You don't have to pay the $40 at all, ever again. Just $10 for the monthly. So $50 is what you come into the company to become a member, $50 US. So the company says, who was the one who invited you, who gave you the link, who told you about the company? Well, it was me. I was the one who gave you the link, and I said, and you said, I'm interested in this company. Here's what happened. Because you brought in $50 into the company, the very week, I remember Thursday night at midnight is the cutoff for the week, and then the next week basically starts on the Friday at 1 minute after 12. So the company paid, because when they made a reconciliation of what they amassed for the week, they recognized somebody came in and they joined and they brought in $50. Well, the company gives me, who brought the person, half of that, because they reward me for telling somebody else about the company. When you now come in and you bring in 2 persons, where you get 25 from each person, $25 here, the company takes half of what was it received, and it gives back half to the person who actually enabled it to have one person more. And if you bring 10 persons, then you get 10 by 25. That's $250, right? There is that guy who came in, he's a diamond now, and he said when he first came in, he saw that quick start weekly commission. He said, that's really, really good. That's a good way of making money. Instead of selling products and getting maybe a $6 profit, why don't I just invite persons? And then he went into his logbook and he saw his contact, and he saw he had so many persons that he have spoken to, have interaction with, and he sent this thing out. He sends the little 5-minute video out, and persons start saying, wow, I'm interested in that. And here's what, he signed up 40 persons for the month, his very first month. 40 persons put him into gold already. He's a gold member. But beyond that, he brought in 40 persons who brought $50 each into the company for becoming a member. So 40 by 50 is 2,000. Well, here's what the company did. The company now pays him half of what he just received. So he got $1,000 as an unranked member. By bringing 40 persons, he's a silver member. He's a silver member already. Is it silver or gold? Right? No, he's a gold member. And so he did not just get only from the 40, but he's also getting more from those of the 40 that actually brought other people. Right? So for that month, he said he made $1,000. He came in with 50, and within the first month, he made 1,000. Wow, what do you think he did? Well, next month, he went back to work again. He's a diamond in the company. He became a diamond in no time because he started working. He saw how you can make some good money here, right? By inviting others, telling persons, send the link out, inviting them to this lecture, for example. You don't even have to be doing the talking. You just you just give them a link, and if they get excited, they want to start, they want the product themselves, or they want the compensation, they get started, and the company rewards you for actually your effort. Then there's a matrix commission. The matrix is a monthly commission. Every time you come, you bring in persons into the company, you have 2 positions directly under you. The one on the right and one on the left. So if I have a 3rd or the 4th person, where do the person go to? Well, if I have a 3rd person, I cannot put them on my right and my left. The company now takes them and put them under the person that I have brought. So I'm helping that person that I brought, I'm helping him get somebody. And this one I brought, the 2nd person I brought, I'm also helping him get somebody. If I have 40 persons, it gets spread out and everybody gets one until there's no more ones to get, and then you start adding 2. All right. So if for example, I have some more persons other than the 6 that I brought, I have 2 more. One goes here to help this individual have 1 person. Another one goes here to help this individual have 1 person. And another one goes here, and another one goes here. Now, that's all my effort. What if he begins to work as well? He begins to get 1 or 2 or 3 persons. Well, he has no more position directly under him, so that the company allows him to put it under this person to help him. So basically what you're seeing here is that there is a matrix that one is helping the other build their team. And so it's like a company, you are the top, and you're helping your line managers, and your line manager helping, your staff and so forth. Everybody's helping one another. If all of us are working as a team, then that actually helps everybody grow. All right, and that's a good thing. So that's a good thing. You get now what the company does with that, it allows you to get 2.5% from everybody that falls under you. 2.5% is not much. 2.5% of $10 is actually 25 cents. It's not much, but over time it adds up. So you see you get 2.5% here and 2.5. This is 25 cents. Well, as your team begins to grow, every month you'll be getting a comeback. Now remember, that's just one of the compensation. That's not all. That's just one. There are 7 different ones, but this is one of them. And then as your team begins to grow, your persons are being added, your team is working, he's bringing 3, that one is bringing 2, that, and so forth. You begin to have a team. By the time you get to, let's say, 500 persons in your team, you get that amount of money every month. That's $127 every month, right? And as your team grew to 1,000, you get 255, all by getting 25 cents. But that's what you are getting. The person below you is also getting a portion of it because he's just one step below you. And the person 5 and 6 generation below you is still getting something because he's the same team that is being built under him as well. All right. So as you help one another, you support one another, you encourage each other and so forth, you are actually benefiting and the person is also benefiting. That you're sharing the spoils, as you say. Then there is a matching bonus. So if any other person, the person that you brought in, let's say if Marva brought me in, I'm her direct. So, but I also brought in 2 other persons or 3 or 4 other persons. I begin to make money in the matrix. Let's say I made $100 for that month. Well, what do you know? The company saying, because you are the one who brought in Alvin into the company, then we are giving you 50% matching bonus of whatever he's making. So if he makes 100, the company gives Marva $50 more. It's rewarding you for your effort in telling somebody else about this company, because the company does not advertise on the media or anything. It advertises by word of mouth. So I heard about the company, I have this presentation, and I tell other persons about it. The company says, because you are helping spread the word about what we are doing here, we will continue every month, continue to reward you as your team begins to grow and more persons, you bring in more persons to the company and you bring in more money into the company, we are giving you something back. And then there are generations that you can, as you rank up from on rank to first rank and so forth, you are actually you can get more than just 50%. You can get a 60% matching, you can get a 80% matching bonus and so forth and so forth. All right. So yeah, so you can just see the money coming in at the end of the month, and you have the breakdown as to how it actually happened. Now there is also the retail. You remember I told you that you're given a website with all the products in your name. That's how you have your online business, right? An online business, LiveGood online business, that is mine. The company designed it that way. They are the one, you're not doing anything. They are the one doing it for you and say, you go ahead and promote that. Put it on your Facebook, put it on your Instagram, put it on your WhatsApp, tell others about it. And whatever profit that we get, we are splitting it half and half with you. So as an unranked member, if a product, for example, like the Super Red is sold for the member at $18, for somebody who's not a part of the company, it will be sold for them at a retail cost of $30, $29.95. So the company makes a profit of $12. So here's what, as an unranked member, you don't have anybody else you have added, but it's just yourself or maybe one person, you get 50% of the profit. So out of the $12, you will be getting $6 and the company keeps $6. If you have 2 persons under you, that means you're a bronze member, then you will be getting 60%. As a silver member, you have 10 persons you have added into the company, then you will be getting 70%, right? And the gold gets 75, and the platinum gets 78, and the diamond gets 80% of the profit. So the company keeps 20%, and you, as a diamond member, gets 80% of the profit. And that is for every item that is sold from your website. Now, if you are somebody who have contacts online and you have a lot of persons that you know, why not you make business online? That you tell them about the company, no, I don't have so much time, it's not that kind of thing I want to do and so forth. But what do you think about the product? Oh, wow, the products are good. How do I get it? Well, here is the link. You just go into that website and you just buy it for yourself, send it to your address, and you'll get to you in no time. And here's what the company says. That product was sold from my website, because the company, the computer system records that. And as they do the reconciliation, they say, well, I sold 5 Super Red for the month. So they made $60 profit. So the company, when it's about to pay, it says, we will keep 30 and we will give back 30 to the person on which website the product was sold. So that is an additional $30 I get for the month. That's $30 US. That's enough to pay my subscription for 3 months, so that I don't have to take money from my pocket anymore, because I'm selling on behalf of the company and I'm able to pay my monthly subscription as well as make profit for myself. And I can use it to buy my products. I could use it to pay my subscription. I could use it to even sponsor somebody that I'm bringing into. Maybe he has a lot of friends, but he doesn't have the cash now. I say, you know something, I will pay your $10. I will pay that $50 for you. And you know, and the person falls under you. And whatever activity that they're doing, you get benefited in the long run. So these are all the things that you can do in helping your team grow and helping yourself grow. There's the influencer bonus. If you're somebody that is moving a lot of products, maybe you have a health store, or you know somebody who have a health store, maybe you have a pharmacy, you know, and they can sell a lot of these products, then if you move $2,500 worth of retail, not profit, just retail, or the company adds an additional 10% to your 50% profit. So they give you 60%. And if you're able to, for that month, to have a massive sale for them of $25,000 that you move on their behalf, then they give you an additional 40% to your existing 50% profit. All right, and so that becomes 90%. And if you one day had a $50,000 sales for the company, you sold Super Red, you sold Factor 4, you sold everything, and you made so much money in terms of sale, well, that month they give you all of the profit. 50%, everybody's entitled to the 50%, but then they add in another 50% to yours. So you get an entire 100% of all the profit. That's not a good, that would be a good month to be in the company, right? You're doing the effort and the company is paying you. Everybody wants to get to diamond, because in the diamond, when you get to diamond, it's in some ways that you have to go, some you have to work. But if you get to diamond, then the company puts what is called a diamond pool. All of the sales that they make for the month, the total sale, they put 2% in what is called a diamond pool. And everybody who's a diamond share, they divide it equally, the 2%. How does that work out? When the company had the very first person who became a diamond, that means he added so many persons into the company and had so much sales. He became a diamond. His name was Tim Miller. He became a diamond in exactly 28 days. The very first diamond. In one month, he became a diamond. And the company for that month, the company had just started. By January, so it paid the first diamond pool, but there was only one diamond. So he had to he took everything because he didn't have to divide with anybody. He got $25,000. That was representing 2% of the company's sale for that month. But by the second month, 2 more persons had become diamonds. So there were 3 diamonds. So now they have to divide that, whatever they're getting, into 3. You would think that they would divide the 25 by 3 and everybody gets what? About 8,500 thereabout. No. The company for that second month had grown so much that their 2% was no longer 25,000, but their 2% was actually $69,000, represented the amount of sales they made for that month. So that the $69,000 pool was divided by 3 and each of them got 23,000. So Tim Miller, in his first month, got the 25,000 when he became diamond. The second month, he got $23,000, right? Plus the other 2 each got $23,000. So right now, there are a lot more diamonds now. And so maybe what they're getting is a little lower, but because the company is still growing, more sales are happening, it's not going down very, very low because so much more sales are happening in the company. And their 2% is moving from 25,000 to 69,000 to 100,000 to, to $1 million or something. And now you have to divide that with just the amount of persons in the diamond pool. Everybody wish to get to the diamond pool, right? Those who are there already, happy are thou. But those who are coming up, we are working towards it. There is another level that they have gotten to called the crown diamond, and they're adding another 0.5% to these persons. So it becomes 2.5 instead of the 2% they get 2.5. So this is the 7 ways that the company pays back. The money that's receiving, it's paying back to the members who are actually working. All right. How do you get paid? There is the global e-wallet that everyone signs up. As long as you have money in your, that money that came in for the month, then you're entitled to put it into a global e-wallet that holds that money for you. So you don't have to put it into your bank. And then the bank asking you, where you get this thing from? Who are these people and so forth? It keeps it there for you. And you can, from there, if you're American, you can wire transfer it into your bank account in America. But if not, you can get it onto a prepaid card. or you can ask them to pay you in cryptocurrency, right? So that you can move the money and you can get it into your own. Now with that card, the card is worth $10. It's only $10, but it's a Visa card. No Visa, MasterCard, MasterCard, right? MasterCard has a relationship, is making business with LiveGood. That helps legitimize LiveGood because MasterCard does not make business with fraudulent companies. They do their background study and their search and everything also, make sure it's a legitimate company before they could get any affiliation with this. So MasterCard has made a card available for the LiveGood workers, members, and your compensation could be uploaded onto that card. And as with any MasterCard or Visa card, wherever there is a Visa machine, you can actually use it to pay whatever you have. You can use it to buy your groceries. You can use it to shop online. You can use it, I guess, to pay your electricity bill. You can swipe it under this machine that takes the MasterCard and still be able to pay for your daily consumption and so forth, your gas and so forth. So persons, if you have money there, that's a good way of extracting the money. Other persons may want to get paid as cryptocurrency, right? So they want their Bitcoin or they want their Ethereum or whatever. That's another method that you can use. Using BitPay, you can actually get that money paid to you in Bitcoin or into any cryptocurrency that is available. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, or whatever. All right. So this is what the company does. It has products and also have compensation. If you want to get involved in both of them and you want to get something back, then you want to become an affiliate member. How much it is to become an affiliate member? $50. If all you want to do is to buy retail, then you're free to do that. You don't have to join the company, but you can just get the link and you can go and buy whatever, but you're paying extra money for that. And every month you're paying more than $10 on every product. So eventually that adds up. So you rather become a member and pay your $10 and get all your discount as opposed to buying it as a retailer, right? But either way, it's still your choice if you want to do. But we encourage persons to become an affiliate and gain both product and gain compensation. That to me is a better deal. Now, as with every business, your success is totally dependent on your capacity, your business experience, your dedication, and your motivation, right? How much you put into the business is how much you will gain out of it. Result will vary and are based entirely on one's performance and work. All right. There is no quick rich scheme here. If you put the effort, you will see the results. If you put minimal effort, you will get minimal results. All right. With that said, we will end the presentation now. And what we will do, we will allow for questions.